I want up to 4 flex payments on any major credit card. It's gonna be $44.99 per month on that credit card, but you don't wait until the end of the 4th payment before you get your coin. You call us, you order it today, you'll have it in about a week to 10 days. It's that simple. We don't do FlexPay as often on coins, but when we do, definitely take note of that. And if you choose not to use FlexPay, you don't have to. But it does make it easier, particularly when we have a show like this, where there are a lot of coins that you might want to add to your collection, and you're saying, yeah, FlexPay would definitely make it easier. $44.99 to get this coin home. And to Mike's point, now I've not been to a coin show, but I would imagine that they don't say, okay, well, you can give me 1/4 of the money and I'll give you the coin.
Yeah, they would call that stealing at a coin show. Okay, they would call security.
Right.
And of course, you know, you've paid anywhere between $5 or $10 or $20 to even get in the show. If you want to get in early and get dealer pricing on exclusive products like this, that's $100 early day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, early first day, early bird specials, just to pay to get in, to pay the money.
Wow.
And none of them are going to be this coin because it is exclusive to us here at HSN. Understand, the certification that I'm talking about, you get 2 free of those certifications. There are 4 major certification companies: PCGS, NGC, Annex, and ICG. In the Annex first day of issue, it is 100% exclusive to us right here at HSN. You can't get this coin anywhere else. The limited edition is absolutely, positively guaranteed, because each and every coin is numbered and guarantees its place within the limited edition. So I absolutely, positively love that from a collectible standpoint. Now, let's talk about the coin that is in that incredible guaranteed and certified holder. A 30th anniversary, once in a lifetime, literally, because they have never done this in the 31 years that they've made the American Silver Eagle. Have they done edge lettering? And they did that. Now, for the 10th anniversary, they did a special mint mark. They did a West Point, just put a W mint mark on the coin. That coin sells for about, in this condition, about $30,000. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The 20th anniversary coin, they did in reverse proof. Remember, like that President Reagan dollar we have. Yeah. In this condition, I think we sell it for about $1,000. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then they did a 25th anniversry coin that they did also in reverse proof, and we only sell that one for about $1,100.
Okay.
Now we have the 30th anniversry coin, and all the other ones. The one is just a mint mark, and there's lots of W mint mark coins. The other 2 were reverse proof coins, and I think there's 3 or 4 reverse proof American Silver Eagles. There is 1 edge lettered American Silver Eagle, and it's this coin, the 30th anniversary. And it's not 30,000 or 1,000 or 1,100. It's our original issue price of $179.95 plus the bonuses, plus the red oak presentation box, plus the 2 free coin certifications that you see right here. So all of that put together adds to this incredible and exclusive collectability. Remember, it is a 1-year only issue. And given the fact that it was released so late in the year, normally this is released in January, they're not going to sell this into 2017. It will be time limited for its quantity. So not only will it be a 30th anniversary unique 1-year only issue, it will also end up being one of the rarest American proof Silver Eagles, on top of that only adding to the rarity and the collectability. Obviously, our customers agree with the tremendous customer pick that we've got there, with the thousands of these that we've sold.
Absolutely. And if you want to read the reviews, if you want to leave a review, maybe you already own this and you love it and you can really attest to everything that Mike is saying about how special it is and how special it is to have in your collection, you're welcome to leave a review and add to all of those who have given this not only customer pick status, but nearly the top, nearly the best of the best of the best. And you're seeing all of the details, every single detail that you would possibly need in order for you to really recognize that this is something extra special. From the front to the back, to the edge.
Right.
And we've
To the
never
edge.
been able to say that before.
Precisely. This is unique in that regard. Now, the United States government has done edge-lettered coins before, but never in the American Silver Eagle series have they done that. Here's that West Point mint mark, 1 ounce pure silver. Of course, like all of the Silver Eagles, the 29 Silver Eagles that preceded it, that you're going to have, it is certified perfect. Remember, in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. This coin has been certified perfect. That's a big deal. Okay, so you go back to the first year of issue, a regular proof eagle, I think we sell them for $139. In proof 70, it's $500. That's the difference in value.
Yeah.
Then you've got the fact that it's the 30th anniversary, the only edge lettered, first day of issue, exclusive to HSN. You've got the incredible bonus of 2 free coin certifications that you can do any 2 coins that you want. Actually, if you buy 2 of these, you get 4 certifications. Remember, you get 2 for every coin that you buy, plus the Red Oak presentation box. So you get about $35 or so of value. From a pricing standpoint, I believe this is the same price we had last year's coin without the free coin certifications. Of course, it wasn't 30th anniversary. It was the 29th anniversary. It was just a regular coin. They released that at the beginning of the year. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands more of those coins will certainly be made. All of the things that make you want to collect a coin are all wrapped up in this coin, but the addition